Hey guys, definitely congratulations on the win tonight. My question is for you, Naz. Obviously, you have your third double-double, and I'd be remiss to say this. I actually spoke with your mom a couple days ago, and she made a joke. She said, since she's been hitting these threes, she's allergic to being in the paint and doing a drop step or scoring or anything. And so I wanted to ask you, like, it just really seems like, that comfort each time, the repetition. Obviously, I know you've been working with coach in the three-point shot, but like it just seems like you're getting more and more comfortable, especially in critical moments and knocking down that shot.
I am definitely getting more and more comfortable. I think it's hard to not be comfortable when your teammates are always, telling you to shoot the ball. Like me and Bree passed the ball three times to each other, trying to get somebody to shoot the ball, and like that's the type of confidence that my teammates and my coaches have in me. Every single game, and I work on these shots, so it's not like I'm just coming to the games and then just shooting them. I'm working on them, but my teammates and my coaches have a lot of confidence in me. And I have been trying to rebound more. My mom, my mom did talk to me about only having one rebound a couple games ago, so it's been an emphasis for me.
Absolutely. And one quick follow-up. This is a question for both of you all. You guys have beat Phoenix three times this season, which says quite a bit. When you look at what you guys still have left on the schedule, obviously Phoenix is a top tier team just like you guys. What does it say about where you guys are right now and heading into obviously a tough remaining schedule ahead?
I think it just shows our growth from the beginning of the season. I think we knew going into the All-Star break, we knew we had things to work on. We wanted to continue to get better. I think each game we're building on the last one, and we're continuing to stack days, and we're just taking it one game at a time and trying to improve, top to bottom every game.
We'll go to Megan. Megan, go ahead.
Hey Naz, hey Bree. This question is for Bree. Bree, I wanted to get your thoughts on Powell's block because I thought it was a game changer at that point. She talked to us, I think it was about maybe right before your road trip, about she was wanting to be better on defense. So, what were your thoughts on Naz? I saw you smiling too. So, if you want to chime in on Powell, that would be great.
No, Pal's been great, defensively. I think she understands that teams are putting her in the ball screen, but she's doing a great job of defeating them and doing all the things that we need her to do so that we can be great on defense. So I think she's taking ownership of that, getting extra reps, and she's done a great job defensively.
Yeah, I would like to second that. She's after practice working with coach, trying to defeat ball screens. And I think she really like takes pride in that, being able to every time she gets a stop, big block, and then ended up getting the steal to finish the game. And that's a testament to her watching film and like knowing what the other team was going to do at the end of the game. So no, really happy for Powell.
Just see that growth in a rookie is just it's great to watch, and I'm happy for her.
Go ahead, Emmanuel.
Got a question for each of you. I'm gonna start with you, Bree. The one thing I've noticed, especially in this game, is the toughness of this team. I think you show y'all solidify, y'all get rebounds, y'all bang. Just talk about, especially on a road trip like this, how important it has been for you guys to show that toughness and to battle in games like this.
I mean, I think it's just important, throughout the season. Every game is a battle. I think we're just, trying to be the toughest team out there, trying to defeat ball screens on defense and then win ball screens on the other side, and then just, being able to get those extra possessions and keep balls alive. And if our shot's not falling, we know we can get an extra shot. And I think that's so important, especially on the road, playing in other arenas and things. Just, winning that battle of possessions is so important.
And also, actually, this towards the end of the game, two big things happen. JC goes out and Rod goes out with technicals. What did you say? What did y'all say when y'all got in that huddle to keep your head together and to pull that game out at the end?
Yeah, we just had to refocus. I mean, we've played all year except for today. It feels like without our whole team.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think we've really had a next man up mentality this entire season, and I think that it has helped us grow. You can't get those players back. I mean, you know how valuable they are, but you know how valuable the next two, ladies coming in are. And they know that as well. So I think it was just next woman up mentality. Do what you're great at, and make sure we're getting stops on the defensive end. And I think that's exactly what happened.
And we'll finish up with Ernest. Ernest, go ahead.
Congratulations on a great game, y'all. Another double double for both of you. I had a quick question for this is for both of you all. If you had to grade your season so far, what grade would you give yourself and why?
Great this season. I'm a tough critic, but I'm gonna give us a B plus. I think we've had some great moments, but we've had some ups and downs. And I think just trying to find that consistency will take us to that next level. But we still have a few games in there to get to that A.
Yeah, I think I would agree with Bree. Definitely have worked our way up to that B plus. But I think that we're trending in the right direction. And I feel like it's great to be feeling like we're hitting our stride when we are, especially like we talked about earlier, having some injuries and having to battle through that, and everybody stepping up. So I think that we can get to that A. It's just a matter of like continuing to play our best brand of basketball and for 4 quarters.
Yeah.
And then personally, what grade would you give yourself as a player?
That's gonna be even.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Naz.
Oh, I think it's a great win for us to beat this team on the road. I thought we had so many people have really good games. Leash, Jordan was having a really good game, and I thought BG and Bree were great, and Naz got another double. I mean, just a great team performance. It was nice that we were able to close it out in the fourth quarter. We, executed down the stretch on both sides. We had some great defensive possessions, forced turnovers, and then, we executed some plays on the offensive end and got good shots and knocked them down, got to the foul line, and able to get the win, and it feels good.
Go ahead, Wilson.
About Alicia Gray at halftime, she had a slow start, 5 points. But what does it say about one of your key players to kind of step up, especially in a game where things were a little tight, but you guys found a way to still get a win, and she kind of exploded in that second half, specifically that fourth quarter.
Yeah, well, I mean, Leisha's a competitor, and she's pretty good about shaking off a bad half because she's done it. She doesn't worry about a few misses here and there. She knows she's capable of getting hot at any point. And we went to her in the fourth quarter and she delivered, just like you'd expect one of the best players in the league to do. She had a fantastic fourth, and she got a lot of contribution from her teammates as well.
And a quick follow-up, really quick. You not only did you beat Phoenix again, but you get the season sweep against Phoenix for the season. What does that say about where this team is now, and especially going into some more highly contested matchups going forward?
Yeah, we know it doesn't get any easier. This is a road trip where we're playing a lot of really good teams. It feels good to get this win. Phoenix is an excellent team, and they're explosive and they're talented and they're well coached. That's why, getting out of here with the win, having the good fourth quarter that we did to kind of close it out, feels so good right now.
Thanks, Coach.
Go ahead, Megan.
Hey, Coach. I know earlier in the season we talked about closing out games, and that seemed to be a little bit of an issue at some point. But now it seems Atlanta has kind of found their groove. What do you perhaps attribute that to from your lens?
Well, we had a lot of players who hadn't played together, so there was some of that. We're putting in a new system, and probably in truth, I deserve a lot of the blame for that because we were trying to get our system in and didn't spend a ton of time on late game scenarios. So now, every time we have a practice or a shoot around, we at least hit one late game scenario, and it definitely has helped us. Now, that doesn't mean anything can happen. We've just been able to execute down the stretch and get good shots. And fortunately, we've been able to hit some big shots late in the game the last few times we've been in that situation.
Go ahead, Glaze.
Coach, down the stretch, I think the one thing that kind of stood out not only was the way Leash played, but the defensive plays of Powell and other members. How proud of you to see that the defense locked down in the end of that game like that?
Yeah, we made some defensive plays down the stretch, and I thought Powell's play was really huge. The game was still in the balance at that point for her to lock in, get a hand on the ball, get the steal. I thought that was just a big play in the game.
And my last one, Coach, real quick. What was what were you feeling in bringing in BG and Ryan tonight? What did you feel like how they got themselves back in? What are your thoughts about their play tonight as well?
Yeah, they were on a minutes restriction, so we wanted to keep as many some minutes down the stretch if we needed them. But I thought BG was great. She was moving great. She looked really good out there. Defensively, she was excellent. She was controlling the paint. So I thought really good first game back for her. Rye's been out for about a month, but I thought she looked pretty good. She got good shots. She got to the free throw line. I know that, she was a little frustrated because she missed some shots she normally makes. But when you're out for a month and haven't been in a game, you have to give yourself some grace. It usually takes a game or two to really find your rhythm again. But I thought she looked good as well and really encouraged about, her going forward.
And we'll finish up with Ernest. Ernest, go ahead.
Congratulations, Coach, on a great win. Coach, you mentioned earlier that you were, that you hadn't really got all your system in. What percentage of your system would you say is currently in? You mentioned earlier about the late game scenarios and stuff like that you were still putting in.
Yeah, that's kind of tough to answer because, I figured early on that you're not going to be able to put as much in as maybe that you have for a college team. There's just not as much practice time. And you have to, you could have different players on the team throughout the course of the year. So you have to have something that, is more accommodating for players to pick up quickly. So it's been a balancing act of trying to have enough in that we're not predictable and we can take advantage of however the defense is playing us while still being in a position where we're being realistic about what we can expect from our players in terms of, knowing a certain number of sets or what we want to do in a, verse switch or versus certain ball screen coverage. But, our players, pick up things pretty quickly and they've been pretty smart. So to be able to pick up as much as they have with the limited practice time there is really pretty impressive.
Awesome. We'll be back with the players.